Hello everyone, and welcome to the third part of this tutorial on making batteries in Transport Tycoon. Today we're going to be getting the scrap aluminium and scrap lead that we need in order to make refined solder. Now, I did forget to mention in the previous part that we already have the scrap lead because that is part of refining toxic waste. So that will offset some of the effort that we have to put into this part, because the scrap lead therefore is already waiting for us in my storage here, which means that we just need to get the scrap aluminium. Now, to do that we need to go down into Los Santos to the recycling center, because we need to pick up scrap, recycled scrap. Now, before we do that, I need to go get fuel, because this truck is starting to run low. Oh, I've jackknifed that a bit. Let's not turn that much. And still jackknifed it. Okay, screw this. We're going round. We'll do it this way round. And we can go out forwards. That's better. So there is a fuel station just over here. We'll quickly grab some fuel and then we'll head over to the recycling centre. Takes a while to fill these lorries up. There we go. So just avoid hitting the fuel tank and blowing up. And then we can head over to the other side of Los Santos. Oopsies. Sorry about that. Oh, we're meant to go right. That doesn't matter. We can go this way. Keep an eye on the trailer. Hopefully it doesn't hit anything. Because this trailer has a nasty habit of clipping onto unbreakable items and then just exploding immediately, which is always a bit annoying. Gonna do a quick repair, cheeky repair while we're here. See if we can get around this way. Good enough. And then the recycling centre is on our right up here, but we need to go, we're not going in there, we need to go down and into this back end. And then we've got to do some funky manoeuvres and get the lorry sort of a bit wedged in there just so you can get the menu. We want to pick up the recycled trash. And then we're going to be dumping that into the trailer. Man, I should have used a smaller trailer for this tutorial just to save time, but it is what it is. How many have we got in there now? Almost there. I imagine that will do. 3, 5, 10. Yep, that'll do. Okay, so now that we've got the recycled trash, we're on for another long trek because we've got to take it all the way up to the sorting facility in Sandy Shores. So we're going even further than the bloody filtering plant this time. They really do know how to make you work for your profit. Right, let's head up there. And then once we've gotten the scrap aluminium from this scrap trash, we're going to take the aluminium and the lead. We'll do one truck's worth because I'm not going to do multiple journeys. But we will take the aluminium and the lead and we will bring it down to the foundry to turn into solder, and then we'll be ready for the next part where we will make the batteries themselves and then sell them. So this one may be the longest video, I imagine, as we're going to have to go all the way up to the sorting facility, go and grab some of the lead that we have, and then come all the way back down to the foundry. Man, the road quality in this game is not great. This looks like it's been made out of bloody Minecraft blocks. Nope, that's a bit better. Little clip there. See, that clipped on the trailer then, because the trailer is ever so slightly wider than the truck. And it's not really an issue for when you hit cars, but if you hit something solid and immovable, it's probably going to one-shot your trailer. So basically it's like we're heading to the filtering plant, but we just need to go straight when we get to the where we do our storage rather than going left. Oopsies. Right. Nearly there. Don't know why it's telling us to turn earlier than we need to. Okay, here we are. So, now that we're here, we can sort our recycled trash. There we go. Put that away. And then we need to get out more. 3 at a time. And then we just need to do this whole inventory's worth as usual. Try and do it by the numbers at the bottom. Count 3 each time. It's a bit annoying when it resets, but oh, like that. You can learn. Guy had some rubbish music playing. As you can see, you do have to put quite a lot of time into batteries. Probably not quite as much as concrete, but it's still a substantial amount. And it also costs quite a bit, just like concrete does as well, because doing these processes to refine and filter is not cheap. So if you're low level and intending to do this, you're probably not going to be able to, just because of how much you have to carry and how much it costs. But most people who are going to be ready to try this out will be higher level already. And we now have completed our filtering. Fantastic. So we can now go to the storage and put away most of this stuff and then get out the aluminium and lead. Ooh, that's gone up a bit high. So I believe the process for creating refined solder is a 2-to-1 of aluminium, 2 aluminium to 1 lead, I think. I don't know exactly, I can never remember these sorts of things, but we're going to take that split and hope that's correct. So, first we're going to dump everything from the truck. There we go. And then we'll get out the lead first. See, scrap lead weighs 15 each, and scrap aluminium only weighs 5 each. So it probably makes sense that it would use more aluminium than lead when you're smelting. But we are going to take, well, we want to take half a trailer's worth, which is probably going to be 200, I imagine. Let's have a quick look. So 200 has taken 3,000 of the weight, but the, oh, not that. The aluminium weighs a lot less, so we might still be able to get enough in. So, well, we've only got 168, so let's try and take all of it. There we go. Right, we could just take the whole lot. So that saves some time. So we will now head down to the foundry to turn this aluminium and lead into solder. And you get quite a lot of solder for each aluminium and lead, so it's not too bad. But we're in for another fantastically exciting truck journey. Ooh, just skimmed that wall. That guy's getting crushed. Oh. I mean, I would usually have music on for these trips, but as I don't want to get some sort of copy strike, I'm going to avoid that. So we just gotta sit here in silence as we drive all the way across San Andreas again. The Silver seems to be doing quite well for stability at the moment, actually, considering the 64 player-ness of it. I have seen people complain about lagging and crashing, but I've only had one crash so far today, and the lag seems to not be terrible. I've had it much worse than this. I have actually had a couple people recognise me as well while I've been doing this, which is very nice, and I thank you all for watching. And yeah, if you see me in game, don't make sure you say hi, and if you have any questions or you want some help with something, don't hesitate to ask. I mean, I hope I would cover most things adequately in the videos, but if I have managed to miss something out, then obviously I'll be more than happy to help you figure out what you need to do. Oh, looks like someone's died up here on the right. That's a bit odd. Okay, so we're at the foundry. Let's head down and in. Fabulous. So now we need to refine aluminium first, because you can't just turn scrap aluminium into solder. So we're going to refine the aluminium first into the amounts it wants. So we have 840, so let's take 50 at a time. turn that into 50 refined aluminium. Another 50. It appears actually that the so the reason we need 2 aluminium, by the look of it, is actually because it requires 2 aluminium to refine into 1 pure aluminium. But that's fine because we prepared for that and we brought double the aluminium, or we would have brought double the aluminium. Obviously we couldn't because we didn't actually have enough. But we brought all the aluminium we could, and we got plenty of lead as well. But there's 8 aluminium left in there that we can't smelt for some reason. Oh, probably because we're on times 10. Hang on, if we reset that down to single, open this up, refine aluminium singly, and then we should be able to put the, oh, not the refined stuff, we want the scrap. We can take that into our inventory, get that refined. Yeah, so it uses up 2 scrap to make 1 pure. That's fine. Then we need to open the menu up again for the foundry, and we need to refine solder. There it is. Ah, there we go. So it needs 2 refined aluminium and 2 scrap lead. Easy peasy. So we're going to get half and half out of our cargo. So we have, let's do 20 of that and see if we can get 20 lead out as well. Might not be able to do this exact same amount. Nope, inventory full. Okay, let's get 10 lead out. Inventory full. Wow, lead does weigh a lot. Okay, 5 then. You're gonna make me do it. Okay, so we'll need to get less aluminium out. Alright, let's put that away. So we'll get out, instead of 20, we'll do 10. And hopefully we should be able to get 10 lead out. Come on, game. We're starting to chug along a bit. 10 lead. There we go. Ah, there. Okay, so 10 and 10 is what we want. There we go. Put that away. We can get the 10 lead out there. But you'll find that this is making a lot of solder, because it uses 2 aluminium and 2 lead, but it gives you 8 solder. Okay. We just got to keep repeating this process until we've used up all of the aluminium. Once again, we're stuck waiting here for ages because of the size of the inventory. But that's, as I say, we should get quite a lot of batteries out of all the stuff that we've made so far. Go put all of that in take again. So this should hopefully be the last couple now. hear an alarm of some sort going off over there. It's a bit odd. Right, let's put them away. Then we can take the last lot. There we go. Now, if we have a look, we've got 336 solder. Perfect. So we're going to put that in the same storage that we put the copper and zinc last time. Oh, if we can avoid crashing as we reverse our way out of here. Perfect. There we go. Let's make our way over to the storage. Out the way, please. I've got time for plebs in my way. Oh, mind the trailer. And I've already taken a wrong turn. Shows how good I am at doing this without a GPS. I am not sort of map literate at all. I kind of always need a GPS to know where I'm going. Right, this way. I should know where this is as well, because it's right next to my company's headquarters. Okay, into here. And we can dump from truck and get all of this stuff out. Okay. Yep, dump the trailer. Perfect. There we go, stored all our items. So, that will be this part of getting the refined solder that we need for the batteries from our aluminium and lead mix. So the last part that we're going to be doing, next time obviously, will be to head up to our storage and collect our acid. And then from there we need to come back down here, place the acid into this storage, and then take the amounts that we need in order to go to this factory here and make the batteries. But that is for next time. So please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more tutorials on Transport Tycoon.